you mean?
I mean all of this carrying on about how rude and unpleasant he was, how you couldn't stand the man, and yet how you managed to see him so often on orchestra business.
But that was because we couldn't decide if we should tell you the truth. It has been a torturous path to that decision, believe me. Furthermore, I didn't want to involve him in Cassie's life, in your life, until I was sure of him.
Wrong, Dorian. You didn't want to give him up.
What? That doesn't make any sense.
You were having an affair.
No. No.
Not in a bed, maybe, but in your heart. The man who dared walk out on Dorian Kramer. The first love of your life. The father of your child.
You could not be more wrong.
I'll tell you something else. This is a man who you could believe killed another human being, and yet you offered him an alibi. Now, you could only do that out of love. A love so intense. I'm not the least bit certain that you would do that for me. In fact, I know you wouldn't. I'm the guy you wanted declared mentally unstable a year ago so you could hang on to Landfair, so for certain you don't have that kind of love for me.
I understand. I understand that you feel betrayed and you feel pain. But you have just got to stop now and listen to me.
Why? Should I believe anything that comes out of that mouth of yours about this or any other topic on earth? I deluded myself into believing that you were incapable of humiliating me like that again. Why didn't it ever occur to me to put one and one together and come up with David Rinaldi equals David Reynolds? My wife couldn't possibly keep that knowledge from me, to treat me as such a fool. My wife, I said to myself, she's mixed up, and sometimes she gets her priorities wrong. She loses herself in fantasy and misplaces reality, but she wouldn't go out of her way to devastate me, to purposely devastate me. And while I could doubt that my wife possessed undying love for me, her husband, I could never doubt that she loved her daughter.
Please, really, this has got to stop, and you must allow me to talk.
I always believed that Cassie was the one person in your life that you could love completely. That you could love without selfishness. The one source of purity in your soul. And now I found out that you are capable of deception beyond the wildest fantasies of my life. You are capable of betraying Cassie as well as me. And for what? For a man who hurt you, a man who abandoned you, and my daughter! You are in love with that man to the exclusion of loving us. And that makes you a woman that I have lost all respect for, and a woman that I do not want to look at for another moment in my life.
No, you've walked out on me before. Please, sir.
It is over!